Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, it's Lorelei, and I'm doing another tarot time because I had a lot of people that really enjoyed the last tarot time that I did. So I figured, why not do another one? Why not? I had a little bit of extra time today, so I figured I love doing some tarot cards. So let me know if you are here and you are ready for this amazingness. I'm excited. So you guys should see the stack of tarot cards that I pulled out. It's a little bit ridiculous. I got I got so many. In addition to this one that I just unpacked, why not? Why not have all the tarot cards? Because I love them. So until people come on, I'm just going to start pulling some cards. And whoever this is for, if you find this later, this is for you. No big deal. All right. So I've got somebody here with me. Okay. Sorry, I should shuffle before I start this. Oh, well. Okay. All right. So the first card, again, it's my really shiny one, so it can be really challenging to see. But let me tell you, it's the Magi, which would be the magician if you have a traditional Rider-Smith tarot card deck. So usually the magician is very indicative of intuition and magic. So I really enjoy reading what they have to say in my book about these because there is so much happening in these cards. I mean, if you could see it, but there's so much happening. You see like a cup, you see a sword, you see wands. It's like all of the things in addition to a candle, and then there's some crystals, and it's like, wow, dude. Hi, Ashley, how are you? Welcome. Maybe this is for you. Maybe this was waiting for you. So anyway, we'll see. So the Magi represents confidence, expertise, and transformation. And as you can see, it was upside down, which that's reversed, right? So let's talk about what that means. So that can indicate a lack of follow through and not living up to your potential. And it could also signal that you are doubting your abilities and therefore not trying. So in some circumstances, it could mean that you are engaging in some of the darker behaviors of the Magi, which is deception and greed. Ooh. Use your powers for good and move forward. Okay. So for some of you, you may not be realizing that this is what's going on, but we don't really realize how much power we wield until we start to wake up to it, right? Until we understand where the power begins. And it genuinely, I was just talking to my friend about this today. So it really begins within, with your thoughts, with your mindset. That is your yin power coming through, right? It is the creation of what you want to manifest. It starts with your thoughts. It starts from the void, from the dark within, right? So this is your thoughts. Your thoughts are what's going to start this whole cascade of events. So where are your thoughts lying? Where are they beginning to be? Hi, Manuel. Hi. How are you, Captain? Love you. Thank you for being here. So where are your thoughts in this whole process of manifestation and your creation of magic? If it's a little bit on the darker end, and you may not even realize it, just sit with it for a while and discover what needs to change for you. So that way, moving forward, you can do in a more light way. You know what I mean? So, also the whole living up to your potential, I feel like is a really big thing here. I feel like a lot of people are in this right now because a lot of people are discovering that they're not really doing what they want to be doing, but that is the awakening process. You kind of wake up to, damn, I don't want to do this anymore. Something needs to give. Something needs to change. And so in that process, you realize that you have so much more to offer than what you're giving out right now. And so that's also a message from this card that says, now you're realizing it. So what are you going to do with it? Where are your thoughts and where this is going? Where are you finding yourself when you think about what it is that you want to be doing? Are you coming to a darker place, or are you moving forward in light? So a couple things to think about. I love this. This is definitely a food for thought card for whoever this is for. Okay. So let's try another card deck, shall we? I know I'm like moving on to the next deck. I didn't show you guys. Look at all my cards that I brought out today. I can't help it. I can't. You know, I felt very drawn to use these ones today, and I don't know why. This is usually what I do for people who are in like a love romantic relationship, or even just relationships in general. So, you know, I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. So whoever is in need of this, hopefully this is for you. Maybe this is for you, Ashley. You let me know. Okay. We shall see. So these are both oracle decks, and you know how I love my oracle decks. I used 2 last time. So let's see what this says. Oh, well, maybe this is for you, Ashley, because I feel like your guide is here. Michelle, inbox me if you're accurate. Oh, very cool. Okay, so let's see. Let's shuffle this up here. Yeah, I feel like your guide is talking to me, Miss Ashley. Oh, sorry, hope you didn't hear that. No, you guys, not you guys, you guys. Okay. Oh, okay. I love this. Mystery. Mystery. What's going on with that? What you got lurking beneath there, Miss Ashley? What you doing? Why so mysterious, boo? What's going on? All right, let me pull a second one just because I like doing 2. Because why not? We're layered people. So can our tarot cards. Why not? A little extra info. Never hurt nobody. I'm working. That's why. I love that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this oracle deck has to say. Ooh. Oof. What's this about? I left you before you could leave me. Ooh. That one hits a little hard. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, when they look at that, they're like, oh, ouch. And I feel like this card deck does that a lot. It has a lot of phrases in it that you're just kind of like, ow, oh, why is that like cutting right to the quick? That's not, ouch, owie. Okay, so let's look at this card a little bit more. So, these are very much related to relationships. Now let's see what this is talking about here. So this came out this way, which in reverse usually means secrets, hiding the truth, false identity, and lying. So I don't know if this is like you particularly, but I feel like this is the other party. And I feel like that's the reason why we're seeing this. Okay. So it can take time and trust to see the many facets to this person, and this can be fun and exciting, but this person you are inquiring about may not be who they seem and may require a little investigating. You may not be ready to know something just yet and are meant to be kept in suspense. So genuinely, I feel like there is a kind of like a little bit of a warning here, whether this is something you already know or whether you are anticipating or whether you're feeling, whether your intuition is talking to you right now, you need to be paying attention because there's something that's lying beneath and this is coming out with it. I left you before you could leave me. That really does tell me that there's something happening with this other person that's like, you know, I'm not very invested, so I could do all these things and you wouldn't even know, and it doesn't really matter. So I feel kind of like tread lightly, you know, or don't tread at all. I mean, I don't know what the situation is, but it would probably behoove you to be very careful with your space and whatever is happening. I could be completely off base, but that's my interpretation of that card set. So Let me know what you think. I feel like there's more for you in here, just so you know. And Manuel, don't worry. I'm getting to you. Don't go anywhere. I always got something for my captain. Don't worry. Okay, so let me put these guys away. There's my Virgo rising coming out. Got to clean it all up and make sure it's tidy. All right. Oh, yes. This feels good for you, Ashley. It does. Okay. Actually, I think this one, and then, yeah, I think I'm going to pull two for you and then one for Manuel here. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, okay, good, good. I'm glad I'm not like too far off base. I always wonder, that could just be my own personal ego piping up, and I usually just don't pay, because obviously I still give it, but you know, I always wonder, like, is this even hitting anything? Is it hitting a target? I don't know. You're welcome, Manuel. Always, always, always. So I'm glad that hits a little bit, you know. Feel free to let me know if you wish, but that is your business. You can tell me if you want to. I just appreciate the validation. Because I'm like, oh, could be something. I hope so. Okay. Let's see what else I have for you. And then for Manuel too. Okay, what else? What do we have here, you guys? What do you want? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry about my 4-year-old in the background. Oh, Nicole, hi! Oh, you know I'm going to be pulling another one, obviously. Okay, so let me pull 3 here. All right. You came on just in time, Nicole. Your spidey senses were tingling, weren't they? I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Okay. Whoop. Oh. Okay. So, Ashley, this one's for you. This one's for you. So, here's the thing about this card. Was this in your last reading that we did together? Was this in your last reading? That gives me chills if it was. Please let me know. But this genuinely feels like, I know, right? Yeah, every single one was reversed. It was unbelievable. Yes, the spidey senses. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, this card represents what you're needing to let go. And a lot of this is not just about forgiving other people. This is also letting go of the things that you're holding on to, that you finally are just, you're at a place now where you're going, I'm ready. I'm ready to let, and here's my 4-year-old trying to get into the video right now. I'm sorry. No, you can't be in here. What is it? What?
The little player's not playing.
Okay, take it out and go tell Anna.
I don't know how.
She just wanted to be in the reading. Baby, I'll get to it in a minute, okay? Go. Okay, anyway. Can we get back to the reading, please? Anyway, so I know she's so cute, but she doesn't realize. I told her, I was like, you can't be in this, babe. You got to go and watch her. She promises that she's not going to interrupt, but she does. It's okay. I love her. You love her too, Nicole. I love it. I love you. Story of my life with children. I'm sorry. So, Ashley, I'm getting back to it. What do you need to let go of, love? What is it that you need to actually release now? Because this I feel like was something that I felt pretty strongly with you with our first reading that we did together. That you're holding on to something and it's eating at you. It's almost like it was a past thing and you thought that you let it go, but there's still like this residual ache, almost like scar tissue that you need to kind of like just release and let it be out of your life and your situation. Maybe thought patterns, maybe like a past relationship or a past situation that keeps coming to the forefront and really eating at you. So what is it that you need to let go of? And finally tell yourself, I'm okay. I'm okay. I can release this now and I can let go. And you can, whoever this person is, or, okay, there we go. That's the heavy hitter right there. Yeah. So this could be the thing then. This could be the thing. And forgiveness doesn't look like everything is okay. Forgiveness looks like I'm no longer going to let that pain be the forefront of my life anymore. I know what happened. I don't say it's okay, but I don't hold on to it anymore. And I release that sort of thing. That's what I feel like this card is about. And notice she's standing on her own. She has a lot of light around her and she's in water. Water is very cleansing. And so this is what you need to be doing right now. Cleansing yourself of these old patterns and these past issues and coming to a new dawn. Okay? Oof, it's a good one. You get the heavy hitters, Ashley. We need some light and bright for you. Girl, what am I going to do with you? I love you. Okay, this one. Oof. So I genuinely feel like this might be both a Nicole manual, but the first one that came to me was manual. So manual, are you connecting with your guide? Are you feeling like hi Dad, you are never off base. Our daughter can't be. I love you, Mom. Thank you. I try my best not to be off base, but sometimes what that's like. You know what it's like as being an empath and trying to let that higher self take the lead, but then your ego self likes to just chime in there and be like, oh, but you might be a little off base. Thank you for the reminder, Mom. I love you. Manual, your spirit guide. What's going on? Are you having a little bit of a block? Are you not able to talk to you? Okay, thank you so much for coming, Ashley. I love you. Be well. Love and light, my dear. Okay, come and visit me. Okay, manual. What's happening with this right now? Because this wouldn't be coming up like this if he wasn't like, yo, what's going on? Why haven't you connected with me? Are you finding that your meditative practice isn't as robust as it needed to be? Or if it is, maybe something needs to get changed up. Maybe adding some different crystals, maybe adding a different hertz vibration, maybe a different spot to be meditating. Either way, he calls to you and says, hey, let's connect a little bit deeper. Let's connect with a different, in a different modality here, because this is right up in your face. Hey, let's talk, friend. So whatever is happening, I feel like there needs to be some sort of a change in your connection. So whether this is off or not, you just let me know. But that's what I'm receiving with this, is not that your guide is very much present and there. And he's like, I'm ready for Emmanuel. Let's do this. But what needs to change in order for you to connect in a more meaningful and powerful way? Because I feel like you're feeling that right now. Why can't I connect how I used to? Why can't I feel his pull and his vibration as strong as I used to? And I feel like you kind of know what the answer looks like, but there's some reading, there's some research that needs to happen, and then you're going to be like, oh, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. So he calls to you, he asks for you to change it up, and what does that look like for you? Okay, Nicole. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Set a date with spirit. Yes. Ooh, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Manuel? Set a date with spirit. Ooh, Nicole, you are good. I like you. I like you a lot. So set a date. Set a date. When it comes to, your metaphysical practice, sometimes it is about setting a date. Making a date special. You know what I mean? Dad, you know what I'm talking about. You make dates with Mom all the time. You guys go on dates and you do special things and you tell me about it, and it helps me do the same thing. So, oh, good. Okay, good. I'm right on. Yes. Love it when that happens. So set a date, whatever it needs to be, whether it is okay, today on Friday at 3 p.m., I'm going to, and you study up, and whatever that needs to look like, you set that date and you go for it. Whatever that needs to be, whatever it needs to be, make a date, make it happen. That sort of thing. I love that, Nicole. Thank you for that. Ooh, you're so good. Okay. Ooh, Nicole, what's going on with this? Boundaries. What's happening? What are you allowing in your space that doesn't need to be there anymore? What's overtaking some of this little fire circle? What's encroaching upon your territory that you need to be like, not today. Not today. So what this is telling me is that not that you I feel like you're actually pretty decent with boundaries, but recently there's been some like encroaching. And it hasn't been, I don't think it's like, okay, just come on in. I just think that you're too busy to realize that a boundary has been crossed. And so now you're like, okay, what happened? What is going on? Why am I now in this space again? I thought I went through this. I thought I got this handled. And now I'm back here again. Hi, Rosalind. How are you? I love you. Thank you for coming. So, Nicole, what this looks like is somebody has snuck in, has broke through this little firewall that you have so lovingly and amazingly magically set up, and has found a way to hack into your system. What? Okay. So what new things need to happen? What upgrades need to happen for you? Because you are in the process of upgrading. You are definitely like you are going up. So what also needs to happen? Yeah. Previous employers are creeping into my space. Oh, yes. Yeah. Seriously, especially in a, hi, Rosalind. I love you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I feel like, and it's hard because I feel like familial boundaries, personal boundaries, asking for letters of recommendation, trying to, oh God. Yes. And professional boundaries can be really hard. And I know that sounds like, well, duh, any boundaries are really hard. Personal boundaries, professional boundaries, like all those are very, very hard. But what's funny is I feel like in this circumstance, you have done a really good job with both. But for some reason, there has been like it's sort of like you've leveled up, and it's almost like it happened really quick. But for some reason, that boundary has been slow to move with you. So there has to be some upgrading with this boundary. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at what you're doing as far as your spiritual and auric protection. That's the shop, but I feel bad for them, but it is what it is. You got to level up. I mean, no, they're going to be fine because they're going to soldier on, and you're amazing, and you keep doing what you need to do for your life, and don't feel bad. You just keep this nice and strong. Okay. You keep it. That's where the boundary is starting to kind of go, because you're like, I'm sorry. I want you to feel bad. And it's like, you are not responsible for what goes on with them and their emotions and how they feel. That's not for you. You take care of you, because you are the only one that can put your oxygen mask on. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So you upgrade this beautiful, fiery, loving boundary, so that way, as you keep moving up, because you are in a massive upgrade right now, you got to take this little puppy with you. Like, let's upgrade the boundary, the protection, so that way you can make sure that you're not eking into, codependency and toxicity and things that are like, ugly. You don't want in your space. You don't want it. You don't want the negativity. You don't want the codependency. You don't want the toxicity. You just want your beautiful high vibe and self to continue to upgrade. So keep that boundary doing the same thing. Okay. So whatever that looks like for you, make it happen, my love. Make it happen. It is amazing. Okay. Does this feel good to you? This is the good plan. Upgrade upgrade the boundaries as you level up. Because let me just tell you, you can upgrade the system and not have an upgraded firewall. And guess what happens to this newly beautiful upgraded system? You get attacked by viruses and grossness. And we don't want any of that. No, thank you. My husband would be really proud of me for that reference, by the way. Because I am not a technological person, even though I managed to figure all this out. I don't know how that happened, but hey, here we are. We're doing the thing. All right, it's time. It's time for the past life card draw, I think. 10-4, Lady of the Lake. Love you, Captain, my captain. Love you so much. Okay, so let's, by the way, Manuel and Dad and Mom, guess who made me this beautiful candle? Ooh. So Zoll made it for me, and it smells like heaven. So if you ever need some amazing Reiki, go to Breath of Light Reiki, and she happens to make candles as well. So maybe she can hook you up with some high vibes and a candle. We shall see. She might be like, "Come on, chick, Reiki." All right, I got these out again today. I've been really like vibing with this card deck as of late. So the Akashic Tarot. And what's funny is I bought it like, oh God, like I want to say like a year ago, and like just did not even open it, hardly ever. I brought it with me to every single fair. I had them with me, and like I was always using my other one, which was fantastic. But like I just didn't use this deck, and then all of a sudden, I actually, funny enough, I was reading a woman named Nicole, and I was like, look, I don't have this other card deck, so I'm going to use this, and it was like an amazing reading. So again, so bitchin'. I love you so much, Dad. So we're going to do these, and it's going to be amazing, because I keep saying Akashic references these days. Yes. And there's a lot happening. I feel like there's a lot happening with the Akashic record right now. And so that's why I'm just so into this deck. Maybe, I don't know, but it's pretty amazing. Look into it. You want to look into Metatron too, Nicole. If you're into the Akashic record, Metatron, he's your man. You know what I'm saying, Captain? Yeah, you do. Okay, so let's take a peek. I really think I'm just going to be into Nicole's business today, just because I just love you, and you're here, and I love that. Okay, so Nicole, you ready for this? Ooh. I have questions, Nicole. Because I try and call in whoever, and if I have somebody that's here with me like you, I have a guide, and it's a male voice, and it's very kind of a sultry voice. Very interesting. I'm like, does she have like a twin flame, or like a soulmate or something? I don't know, but it's a very attractive male voice that just kind of, and it's funny because my dad, I know if he's still watching, I don't know if you are, I think you probably still are. He might be laughing at me and being like, it's probably Haley, which is my twin flame, which is in spirit. Hope some of you haven't gone cross-eyed from that, but anyway. Hi, Alicia. Hi. Oh, I want to pull a card for you, Alicia, so bad now, but I'm already in the Akashic record one. Okay, okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to do one here. Okay. Don't worry, Nicole. Don't worry. It's coming. Don't go anywhere. I don't get Alicia on here that often. So I'm like, let me pull a card for you really quick. Okay, good. I love you, Dad. You don't go anywhere either, okay? You and Mom just stay right there, because I love it when you guys are here. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Okay, good. Okay, Alicia, are you ready for this? I got some things for you. I got some things. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like so excited that I'm dropping things. I'm like, Alicia, yeah. I'm excited to see every single one of you, by the way. It's really exciting when I get to see you people. I don't know. Okay. Are we done now? Okay, from the top. All right. Ooh, Alicia, I remember Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Ooh, here, I'll show my IG people. This is what I pulled for Alicia. Ooh, girl. What are you remembering? I feel like there have been some dreams and some synchronicities happening where you're like, what was that? And I know that you messaged me recently about the numbers, and I think there was a dream as well. But this is a very clear validation to what's happening, because with those synchronicities, those numbers, those dreams, those are very clear cut things that are saying, hey, remember what we're here for. And for you, this is your fate versus your destiny. And you have a choice as to where that goes. And I know that automatically, especially with that Gemini mind, you're like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Where do I get information? So let me read a little bit from my little book here, because sometimes I need a little bit of structure. Some of you are laughing at me right now. That's okay. I can be really funny sometimes. So let me see. I remember. Hold, please. Okay. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of your life, of the life that you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses. And it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you towards, and to remember that this moment was pre-arranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. Oof. That gives me all, oh my God. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. And let me just tell you right now, you absolutely have both of those things. Even if you feel like you're sort of like, you feel like your foundation's a little shaky, you're not entirely sure. If I feel like I know you well enough, work wife, to know that you absolutely have those two things in spades. So you're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. And that can be really, really challenging, especially if you're used to like leaning on logic and intellect. And now we're moving into a gray space of intuition and like knowing, even though you don't know why you know. It can be really, really hard to lean into that, because you just want to trust where your gut is telling you, but you don't know why. And I think that is something that can be really challenging for you, Alicia. So when you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all a part of the larger plan. Okay, dude. Alicia, I'm so glad that I stopped in the middle of shuffling and pulling for Nicole to give you that, because that was good. That was a really good card for you. And my dad and my mom were both like, that's a big one for you. I'm saying this is amazing. So something tells me we need to hook up a little bit later and dive in a little bit deeper to whatever is going on with that, because that was kind of awesome. All I'm saying. All right. Oh, and now I have in the car now. I hope I don't get into. You're not interrupting. Wait, you don't want to get interrupted. No. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be pulling. It's so funny. I kind of want these two Nicoles to meet because I have both Nicoles on here. It's awesome. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is gonna be, I don't know who this is. Oh my God. All right, here we go. I feel like I'm probably going to be pulling more than one card here, you guys. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, thanks, Dad. I love you. Tell Mom I said hi and I love her too. Just saying. I'll be on later. Okay. Here we go. I know I shuffled already, Nicole. You're like, didn't you do a whole crap load of shuffling just a minute ago? Yes, I did. You're right. So did. But I feel like there's more things that need to come out. So I'm going to do some more shuffling. Oh, please. The sultry guy is back. They're the most amazing people ever. So someday, I'll have to introduce you. Okay, is this enough? Okay, from the top and the middle. Okay, for the Nicoles. Okay, I pulled 3. going to be here all night. Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't really know who these are for, but we're going to find out as I pull them. Okay. Ooh. The King of Roses. He's really good looking. Okay. So what this kind of points to for me is, yeah, there's like something coming that is going to romance you in a way. Now, I know this is a past life card, but there's a future element that's happening here. And I'm not entirely sure why this is happening, but here we are. Here it comes. So there's a future element happening to this. And so what this means is that you have been with this person in the past and now they're coming back. And I feel like there is a lot of history happening here. And now I kind of feel like this might be an Alicia thing. I don't know why, but Alicia, if you're still here, I don't know. We'll find out. So there's daffodils here and there's roses here, and the fact that he's in the center of all of it means that there's a tremendous amount of innocence, of daytime, of young, energetic, but then there's also this tremendous amount of romance associated with it. So okay, now I want to dive into the historical component of it. Can we do that? So here's what's happening right now. That's a little confusing, and I'm trying to make sense of it all. So I have 3 guides, and then one of them's trying to tell me about this, but then we want to move on to the next ones. And I'm just like, can I make sense of all this, please, first? Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, so there is sorry about the delay. I'm getting it all in my brain right now. It's coming in like a movie. Okay. So there's a medieval component to this. So I feel like there is a time that you met this person in, there is like, it's either like France or England, but there's a medieval time, almost like there's a borderline. And I feel like this is not the first time that you have met. And when I mean that, I mean this isn't the first lifetime that you have met. This is actually probably like one of the third or fourth. The first one being in Egypt. Somewhere in Africa. I feel like there's like, there's always like some sort of like border happening here, whether it's like right in between 2 countries. I don't know. It's interesting. So, and I feel like there is a level of like, meeting between 2 tribes. So now I'm going back into the Africa one, right? Because I feel like there was a moving into Egypt, but like, there was like Africa, like the lower part, and then they moved up. Okay, we're just going to go with just coming into Egypt because I am terrible with geography, so I'm really sorry. So do we want to look at that, or do we want to look at the medieval one? Okay, the medieval one. Okay, so in this lifetime, I feel like this is the reason why this one's coming up, is because this one has a lot more juice to it. So the medieval lifetime, I feel like there was a point in time where you guys saw each other, and it wasn't like it wasn't like this like boom, like, oh my God, we know each other, we love each other, and it's like amazing. I feel like there was a knowing of one another, and there wasn't anything big until like something happened with his family where you took him in, and then just to make sure that he had what he needed. And I feel like there was almost like you wanted to help him, but it was you had a hard time because I think he annoyed you a little bit. Like you wanted to, because your heart was in the right place and you had a very, very good heart and you wanted to nurture and help. But he also kind of annoyed the crap out of you. And in a sense you were like, but you saw him as like one of those things where he kind of lost a lot, and you were like, okay, I got to take this guy in, obviously. So I'm going to do this because I'm a nice person, even though this is going to annoy the crap out of me. So, hi, Angela, how are you? So, I think what happened here is that is almost, and this is going to sound bad, but it was almost like you you learned how to really love this person. And at the same time, he did for you too. And, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, gosh, dang it. Why do I have to follow like where my nurturing is telling me? But what's interesting is I think that where you were, it was your heart that changed him. Because I feel like it was almost like he didn't really understand how to be like an independent adult, like how to care for himself. And I felt like you just genuinely kind of figured everything out at a young age. And as far as like the status goes, I think you guys were of the similar status. There wasn't like an overabundance of money. There wasn't poverty. It was just like you guys were kind of smack in the middle. You guys knew each other. It was almost like you grew up with one another. And I feel like you would look at him and he would just be this loud, obnoxious guy. And you're like, nope, can't deal with that. Don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. This is annoying the crap out of me. But then something happened with his family. I almost want to say like there was like a fire or some kind of like illness that happened and his family perished and he was the only one, because I feel like he was gone and then came back, almost like he was in like some sort of like a encampment, almost like for a military training or whatever. And he came back and you and your family wanted to help him. And so you took him in and you were really annoyed by having to do it, but it was like, okay, fine. Let's just go with where this is going. And I feel like at first there wasn't, and here's the thing is I feel like this wasn't like a romantic thing, like in this lifetime. And, but in the other lifetimes, there was a tremendous amount of romance with this. So the reason why this lifetime is coming into play is because I feel like this lifetime is where he learned from you how to be this grown-up person and be strong and independent and learn how to be an adult in a way. Like you showed him how to be this really independent person. Because I feel like in this lifetime, you were, you lived with your mom and your dad. And I feel like you had a partner that was a prospective partner. Like you had a fiance and, you loved him and you were ready to do all the things. And then he came into the picture and kind of shook everything up. And it sort of was like, well, I feel like you might have felt a certain way, but you had a path and you were going with it and you didn't want anything to happen. So it was more like you were very in control of the situation of making it so that this is a platonic thing. I am not making about this anything. So there was a possibility of maybe it being romantic, but you were like, nope, I have my thing. But here's the thing is I think that it was meant to be romantic, but it didn't happen in this lifetime. And I feel like maybe this might be kind of a pattern that's occurring. But in the Egyptian and African lifetime, I feel like this was an arranged marriage. I feel like this was a tribe that it was sort of like a way to keep peace. So it was like you guys were an arranged marriage. So there was always like this coming together, but not out of your own volition. Like it wasn't like you two being like, I want to be with you because I'm in love with you. It's just like, okay, we're doing this. And so here's the thing is I feel like this is supposed to be something that both of your hearts are into, because I feel like there is not necessarily a sameness, but a connection that is supposed to make one another really strong. So even though there's a lot of polarity happening, there's also, yes, a partnership, Nicole. Exactly. So there's a lot of, there's contrast, but there's complement as well. And so this person, I feel like, is on his way again. And I feel like this is going to be different. I feel like not only is there going to be daffodil energy, but there's going to be more of the romantic flowers that he's holding in his hand. And I feel like he's on his way, and it's going to be different this time because I feel like the pattern needs to shift. And this lifetime, it's going to be different. Genuinely, I feel like this one might be for Alicia, but I could be off base. We shall see. This would be very interesting how this comes up. So, and I think what this is also saying too is that to not not get too broken down with the failures of past issues and relationships, because I feel like with these relationships, it was like you're used to just being forced into a situation that you're just kind of like, I don't really want to do this. This is not the thing. So be ready to allow this person in, to allow your barrier to be there, but let it be a little permeable in a way. Okay, we got to move on. I've got 2 other past life cards. I only said I was going to do 1. Where are my boundaries? Right out the door. I can't help myself. It's so much fun. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh. I loves this. The scribe. Who's writing things down, huh? Who's writing? Who's doing it?
Not me.
Do you hear my child in the background? Not her. This is not for my 4-year-old. I can't. Anyway, so apparently you're coming back to what you used to do, what made you feel alive, which is writing, which is being a part of something huge in yourself. So what are you dreaming about? What are you fantasizing about? And are you writing it down? Because this is a very clear indicator. My phone's ringing while I'm having... Why is this all happening? My kid's talking to me. My phone's ringing while I'm doing this. Universe is challenging me. So anyway, I feel like in this lifetime... Who is this for? This is for... Ooh! I'm writing a book or attempting to. Well, there it is. I was like, it's funny because I have 2 Nicoles on here and I'm like, which Nicole is it for? So sounds like, hi, Ashley, welcome back. Whee! Yay. Okay. So here's the thing that's really interesting about this is that this is not the first time that you've wrote something. I feel like in this lifetime, there's one that's coming through that's it's slowly eking its way in here. So let me get a handle on what's happening here. Okay. I've got so many things happening in the background and it's really confusing. So I'm trying to focus. Okay. So with the writing. Ooh, okay. Okay, so, sorry, I had an itchy nose. Okay, so what's coming through is that you were in, where were you? Russia. So you were in Russia, and you know what I'm seeing is I'm seeing not only the writing component, but there's also an art component with this. I feel like you were involved in medicine and you wrote medical jargon. Like this wasn't just creative, but actually, hang on. Let's rewind. How you incorporated the creative, because I feel like in this lifetime, there was lots of intellect, lots of rational thought, because I feel like you were involved in medicine. I feel like you did a lot of work and study of the human body, of making medicine, of anatomy and that sort of thing. And you wrote these medical books, and the creative component would be drawing out the different zones of the human body, where the organs were, where the bones were. And you know what's funny is I feel like that was really how... You're a nurse now? Oh my God. That's amazing. Me too. So... And maybe that's why you're a nurse now, because, you were a doctor in that lifetime and realized, oh my God, this is too much. Sorry. I'm just kidding. So anyway, I feel like you have the capacity, but I feel like in this lifetime, and the reason why we're seeing this right now for you is I think that you were so into this intellectual and rational mind that even the creative portion, which is drawing out mapping out the human body and where the definitions of everything is correlated to this beautiful artistic depiction. I feel like the reason why this is coming up for you now is Spirit is like, and now we're going to write what we want to with our creative piece. So it's more of like, let's talk about what we want to write about without having all this up in the business. Hi, Heather. Oh, so the one that made the candle, she's on now. Look, H. Haha. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I digress. Okay. Hi. Hi. How are you, Miss Williams? Love you. Thank you for being here. So, Nicole, what are you writing about? Because I feel like this is exactly not only what you should be doing, but it's on point with where you're supposed to be going, as opposed to like writing about all the intellectual, like, not that you don't, because you do. You have a beautiful balance. But here's the thing that really needs to be understood is that now it's coming from not just a this space, but a creative space. Because now we're leaning more into, I do enjoy it. It's amazing. Now it's coming from a place that is much deeper than just like I don't want to say superficial wisdom, because that doesn't seem nice. I mean, like from the books, what you've learned from, like, you know, what is right. This is how this procedure goes. And this is what this needs for this. Now you can really lean into the juicy, gray, metaphysical awesomeness. And I feel like this is more, and whether it is blending both of those together, like, oh, this is the science and this is the metaphysical, and like marrying it together. I feel like this is your sign. Like, yep, this is what you need to be doing right now. Good job. Get it. Okay, I gotta keep going. Otherwise, I'm gonna be on here forever. And I'm telling you what, my 4-year-old is actually doing pretty dang good, because she'd be like, okay, it's been like forever, Mom. Can we be done now with tarot time? Never. We're never done. Okay. Who is this for? Who is this for? Up in the air. I love this card. I've never seen this card. Now, granted, I haven't used this deck that many times, so this is very different. But up in the air. So what this is telling me, whoever this is for, is you're feeling a tremendous amount of, like, you have sent it up into the universe, and now you're like, now what? I'm just sitting here. Now what do I do? And it is the pause before you realize what the next step is going to be. So what is the lifetime that we're needed? Ooh, Lamanya's here. Hello. Let's discover what this lifetime is about. Can we show me, please? There was travel. Okay. Ooh, this is very interesting. So it's funny sometimes, like, here's my ego mind that's coming in right now, because this is where I question things. So I'm like, oh, well, does it really, am I just looking at the hot air balloon and getting an idea? And it's like, no, this is actually what happened. This is why you're seeing this card. Okay. All right. So the travel that happened was actually in a hot air balloon. And I want to say that this is like an Italian area that you were in, almost like in the smack in the middle, I want to say. And can I get a date? No, late 17. Okay. Late 1700s, early 1800s, something like that. And there was construction of, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. There was a construction of a hot air balloon. And I feel like this was a female lifetime. Yes, give me one sec. I will be right on it for you, my friend. Jali. I'll be there. Just give me a sec here. So with this, I feel like there was a construction of a hot air balloon. And I feel like you were involved with, this was a male lifetime, and there was 2 other males that were with you in this lifetime. And you created this hot air balloon. And I feel like there was a lot of trepidation about if this was going to work. And especially with you, because you had a very strategic and structured way of thinking about how, and the math was the thing that was really coming through. Like, you wanted everything to be perfect, how it came out. And the hot air balloon construction actually worked out really well. But then there was this like feeling of like, oh, what if this doesn't work? Like, what if it doesn't work? We're all going to die. And so here's the thing is what I feel happened is there was this big ceremony. Well, when I say big, I feel like it was like your town and your families. And it was like you traveled in this hot air balloon and it worked. And I feel like you went you traveled not super far, but a different country. You got there and you were very successful in getting there. And now it became like a new form of travel. And it was very uplifting to you. Like you felt like I did it. Everything was right. I had all of these things and it was perfectly laid out and it did it. So I think the thing that's coming through and the reason why this lifetime is coming up for whoever this belongs to is I feel like all your plans that you have laid out that you're wanting to actually achieve, you've put it up into the universe and now you have to wait for the math to pan out, right? You keep doing what you're doing, you keep moving forward. And then when the time comes to actually get in the hot air balloon, don't let your fear of maybe it'll work, maybe it won't get in the way of you moving and going into this. Okay. All right. So I feel like that is the thing. That's it. So let me know if any of these resonate with you. I know that this one was for Alicia for sure. And I'm pretty sure this one was for Constellation Kit by Nicole. And then this one, not entirely sure. Because I thought I was going to pull it for Manuel, but I feel like this may be somebody else now. Maybe Heather? I don't know. Whoever it is, let me know if you want to. No pressure. It's fine. Okay, so I've got 2 people that are requesting a card. I will pull 1 card very quick for each of them. And then we will be done for the night. Okay. I'm going to pull from this really quick. Spellcasting Oracle. So this is for Jali and Mohit Bareja. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So if I am ruining it, I'm very sorry. Okay, so very quickly, we'll do these guys and then we'll be done. Okay, that was weird. Sometimes when I shuffle, the cards like to jump out at me, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, stay in line, ladies. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so this one is for Jali. So here's the thing that's coming through for me about this card is I feel like there is an exceptional amount of love that's around you, but what needs to be understood is the love that you have for yourself. So what that looks like is the care that you have for yourself. What are you doing for your self-care practice? Does it need to be updated? There's a lot of update talk, right, Nicole? Lots of update talk. So what is it that you need to do that's specific for you that's going to make you feel whole within yourself? Is it look like taking time to exercise, to eat better? Or does it look like meditating in a very specific way, finding who your guide is, connecting with them, finding a different way to connect with yourself? There's a purpose and a passion here that needs to come to the forefront that will look and appreciate this for yourself, this love practice. You're welcome, Nicole. I love you. Thank you for being here. So what does this look like for you? What is it that you need to focus on to help you feel like you are doing what you need to encompass this area? What work needs to be done to make this a more open space so that way you're not consistently running up against resistance, whether it is receiving or giving love in a really meaningful way. So food for thought for this week. Let me know what you think, Jolly, because I feel like this one is for you. So Mohit, new beginnings. Can you read that? Sorry, it's a little shiny. I'm sorry. New beginnings. So there's been some change happening for you. And now you're kind of at a point where you're at the beginning. And it's a little bit daunting. and it's a little bit scary, but understand that this is something that is going to help you find whatever it is that you need to find to make your life a little more meaningful. And to not run away from these things, but to lean into it. And understand that with new beginnings, you have to let go of old ways as well. So this also means that as you approach this new season and new way of doing things, you have to be ready to let go of old thought patterns and old things that aren't really yours anymore. So anyway, I hope that this helps you. Okay, let me know. And ooh, Rachie wants to join. Come on, Rachna. Let's do it. Come to me. I have an IG person that wants to come on, I think. Does she want to come on? Go like,
camera.
Hi. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was on camera.
Oh, don't worry. I don't, well, can other people see you? Yeah, I think other people can see you. If that's okay.
I'll turn my camera
Oh, that's better.
off.
There you go. There you go. Do you need a card, my love?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's do it. Okay. So you know that friend I was talking about that I was talking to earlier? This is her. I was talking to her earlier.
I saw your life and I was like, okay, well, yeah, you told me about it. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Love reading, please. On point working on it. Wow. Okay, good. I'm glad. Oh, sorry. I'm reading. So I have Facebook happening and then I have IG happening. So I'm like responding to my Facebook people. My IG people are like, what? And the same thing with the IG people with the Facebook. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, it feels good when your guide comes in, girl. Ooh, mama, my goodness. She gives me like the good tingles. Good tingles. Okay. Okay, one more. All right, and that's it. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Confidence.
Oh, wow. The theme.
It's a theme. It's a theme. So I want you to also notice the picture on this card. Do you see the woman with wings?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my God. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that is a very clear indicator that you are in the right space and in the right time, and you're doing exactly what you need to be doing, obviously. And you have somebody that is backing you up in a really powerful way. And so as you move through this practice and as you level up, understand that like lean into this confidence that you have. Lean into this sovereignty that you have, because it is you. It's all about, hi Rebecca, I love you, thank you for being here. So it's super important for you to lean into that sovereignty, that goddesshood that you embody, because that is where a lot of your power lies, is in this confident area, this solar plexus area that maybe like gets slowed down by other people and other resistance and other people that are trying to like, I feel like, what's funny is I feel like sometimes people get into your space and they want to own what you have. Like they want to take ownership of whatever it is that you are capable of. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you for being here. And they don't mean to, but they just do, because it's just sort of like it's a learned trait by some people. And for you, I feel like this happens a lot with you because you possess so much of it that people will just take and then they don't reciprocate. And so I think what's really important for you is to be surrounded by people that are just like this, that have this confidence and they reciprocate. It's not just taking. It's almost like that same concept of like energy vampires, and a lot of people take your love energy. But what's really interesting about you, Richna, is I think that you can give out so much love energy, but you make so much of it that it's like It never really leaves. But your confidence, this area, is the thing that people leach out, but it doesn't regenerate as fast for you. And so
Mhm.
getting to that space where you can regenerate this confidence, and I think this is where your guide comes in, because she literally is just this right here.
Mhm.
She is the goddess that is like, yo, you're going to own the sovereignty and this power, and it's going to change everything for you. So I
Mhm.
feel like this is something that you can lean into and feel good about it. Right now it probably feels a little bit like, well, should I? She's right here saying, yep. Absolutely. Do
Right.
it. Do
Mhm.
it. So does this feel
Wow.
okay to you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know like what I want to do next or what, what area that's kind of referring to, but definitely confidence is something I've always like struggled with, and I think you're totally spot on with the love energy. It just really regenerates, and I don't know where it comes from, but I keep giving and giving and giving, and it's
Yes.
okay. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And
Yes.
but yeah, you're right. I do lose my confidence like in the process sometimes, of just giving
Yes.
and not reciprocating. So I like that yeah, I do have like somebody backing me up where when I start to feel that like I can tap into that energy.
Yes. Yes. And she's going to help you regenerate a lot of that confidence,
Hmm.
and it's like we find our confidence in different areas. And
Hmm.
hi, Veronica, thank you for being here. So it's nice to know that you have confidence in specific areas. And that's everybody, right? That's
Yeah.
everybody. We're confident in some things and not in other things. But I think
Yeah.
for you, especially in like your spiritual practice, there's still that desire to create structure and wanting it to be a certain way and to have the confidence to allow it to be whatever it is. That's like a whole other level. And
Mm.
so I think as you continue this trajectory upward, this
Hmm.
confidence is going to build and regenerate just like your love space. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You're
Love.
welcome. Thank you for doing this with me. I love this.
Yeah. This is awesome.
You guys should do this too, just so you know. Like, I'm totally fine with this. Okay, so I think I have one more person, and Rachna, if you have any other questions, let me know.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So I get off now, yeah?
I don't know how you do it. How do you
Okay.
do it?
No, I guess I
And this
just
is
X
where the
out.
tech savvy thing is not all that
I know.
strong.
Yeah, I'll just X out. Okay, have a beautiful day. Happy
Okay, bye. I love you.
Halloween. Bye. Love you.
Okay, so finally, and this is, I swear this is going to be the last thing. I'm going to pull the one card for you, Sam. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna pull another one for you. Hold on. Let me make sure that I have all the things. And then this was the last one. Nobody asked me for more because I'm gonna keep going. I keep going. God. I can keep going. I can rally with this all day long. I could do this all night, but I do my best. Hello, Jojo. How are you? Thank you for being here. Okay, so this is the last one, y'all. This is the last one. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sam, if you DM me, I can I can let you know, because that way you can get like a really full thing, which will be a lot better, I think. So send me a little DM space. And we'll go from there. Okay, I think this should be it here. I think I got you good. I gotta do all the shuffling. All the shuffling. There's so much shuffling. Shuffling for days. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. No more. Here we go. All right. Woo. Sam, something tells me that you're putting a lot of effort. You are putting a lot of effort, but somebody is not putting as much as you're putting in. Okay. So this tells me that you are taking the time and you're putting forth a lot of your heart energy, but you're not receiving it back. Why is that? What's going on with that? Ooh, and then there's this one. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So what this feels like with this is that you're a fixer. I could be totally off base, and if I am, please let me know. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But here's the thing. I think that what's happening is you're finding you enjoy helping and you help, you love to heal, you love to be there for other people in their time of need. And what happens is you find people that need so much of this and that you form these attachments, or actually what happens is they attach to you and then you want to keep helping and fixing, and then it becomes like this perpetuating cycle. And so this time, this situation is, I know I was a distraction from your pain. So the romantic element becomes like the thing that you keep coming back to, but but I'm done. Good, good. So I feel like what's going on now is that this is maybe like an old pattern that's now transitioning for you. And it feels like now there is growth in the area that you need it to be. And as you continue to transition the effort back to yourself and not so much into another person, it is going to feel like you're kind of healing up and becoming more whole. Like there is not a like disconnect anymore with you, and there isn't attachments where there doesn't need to be. Like, and this is the thing I was talking about with Richnut today, is attachment versus connection. And for you, I feel like you had a lot of attachments that now you are severing, and you're moving into a place of growth for yourself, and you are taking away the distractions, and you're moving into a place of, okay, where do I need to heal a lot of this pain? So I do quit being single for 5 years. Yeah, it's a lot. And that growth, that necessary, that need for you to be on your own and grow in that in this time and place is so healing, that when you become whole and when you become like this little pot, and you've got so much happening here where there's so much growth within itself, you're able to give out and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel like you're not giving back because you have so much happening in here. So continue on in this growth and this effort to become this really whole individual, because you're doing an amazing job. And don't let what happened to you, don't let what happened to you cloud this growth that you have for yourself. And I feel like there will be challenges that come into play for you where you feel like, oh God, like not again. Recognize that that's a pattern and sever it as soon as it happens. So that way you're not moving back into old patterns of fixing, because you don't need to fix anybody else. You don't need to make anybody else's situation easier or better. You can only work on what you have right in front of you, which is your purpose. Okay? Does this feel okay? Does this feel good? Let me know. Send me a DM if you want a reading, like a full one, because this is just a little aperitif, a little, a little, a little test, just to see how you like it. Okay. So that pretty much covers it, you guys. I have to be done now. I have to get, because I see my 4-year-old is already coming up to me and asking me questions, and I need to pay attention. You are so welcome, and you need in depth. Yes, please text me. I am more than happy to do all the things for you, love. Let me know. And then Jojo, text me later. Let me know if you want a reading. I'd be happy to pull a card or two for you, whatever you want. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. And I love you, Nicole. I love you, Veronica. And I'm so happy you all came to here. This was very interesting. I loved this. This was super long too. Dear God. Anyway, and my phone is ringing again, and my child is on the screen. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I look forward to more later, probably Tuesday. Who knows? I might come on again. All right, you guys. Have a great night. I will talk to you later.